Nessa girl, let's just roll these things on that. Now I know I'm late, it's Thursday. Love and Hip Hop came on Monday night, but you know I was down to the Queen's Court. I woke up Tuesday, didn't feel like doing it. Then when I got home, I got too drunk Tuesday night, so I was all hungover Wednesday. And here it is Thursday. I'm calling you late, and that ain't no PR stunt, but looking like Teairra Mari in this video might be. So the episode opens up with Teairra Mari and Brooke out talking, and Brooke just lays the shit on the line. Let me land on the line. I got a little freakiness inside. And you know that the man has got to be with it. Hey, baby, roll your kiki. Brooke lets Teairra know on Monday a sex tape comes out and you are distraught. On Tuesday, you're back over at Akbar's house all in love, and it looks like a PR stunt. So let's pause for a second here. Before the sex tape even dropped, Teairra was made aware that Akbar had a wife and a girlfriend. So let's fuck the sex tape for a minute. Despite finding out Akbar had a wife and a girlfriend, you back over there with him in the bed, baby, this, I love you, this, I'm still in love. Then add in now, after you find out he's got a wife and a girlfriend, then the sex tape drops. Somehow your soul and your mind and your heart still told you to go around there and be around with him and fool la la. Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. And it feels as if, Teairra, the sex tape aside, that you might have been down with being a part of his harem of women. And if so, you know, do your thing, baby. I've already said to y'all that I think that I'm interested in a three-way relationship. I met some people at Club Twist on Miami Beach who were in one, and it was interesting. I'm interested. Nevertheless, do you, boo, but don't try to do us, because we ain't stupid and we wasn't born last night. Apple Watts and Diamond do a video shoot or whatever. Okay, Apple Watts, it's glad to see you work. Okay, Diamond, it's glad to see you work. Suggesting that your mother manage Apple Watts. You know, I mean, I guess at this point, some management is better than no management. It's more than what she got. But I'm really feeling a Miss Deb storyline tease going on with y'all, and it just got me side-eyeing and questioning if y'all being lazy over there. But we gonna see. Bridget Kelly's event, her single event, release event. I love the song Bridget was singing, love Bridget's voice, and I love the fact that she's trying to use the platform to do what it is she needs to do, or whatever. That was real cute. So Brooke and Moniece meet at the event, and they talk about Teairra, and you know, Brooke drops to Moniece that Teairra's gonna have a press conference, and I'm with Moniece in her response. She's like, yeah, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna go around there, because last time I was all up in her business, I got in trouble for, and she was like, I have to think about it. And that shows growth and maturity on Moniece's part, and I'm so with her, you know, for having to think about it. JayWill and Moniece run into each other at that party, and JayWill starts to tell Moniece how they wanted Candy and not Mr. Ray, how he thinks Lil Britney should not do it because they're friends. JayWill, I completely disagree with you on that, and I hate when people put conditions on friendships. If you were my friend, then you would do this. You can't dictate how I friend you. You know what I'm saying? You can look at it and choose to participate in it or not, but you can't dictate how I'm a friend of you. Iyanla is really working on me. You can choose to participate in it or not. And that's true. You invited her to an audition. All things constant, had the audition went your way, you would have been stoked about her being a part of it. The audition didn't go your way, so now you want her to walk. How is that fair, JayWill? That's fair. Your logic is so flawed. Teairra in that press conference. Lisa Bloom is real good for calling out these conferences and having all the media there. You know, Teairra, you did your thing. And then Brazilian Chewbacca walk up and she says she is the one who released the sex tape. I'm gonna tell you something. I know that shit probably pissed Lisa Bloom off. I'm like, Lisa is like, Mona, I am a respectable, credible woman out in these streets. Do not bring your love and hip hop bullshit in here trying to tear down my damn empire. You know what? What if Mona's been a double agent and the goal was to make Lisa Bloom look stupid for just taking any old case and always coming at somebody about women? That'd be interesting, but we know that that's too much like smart and that's not what's going on here. Nevertheless, it added a very interesting dynamic to the situation. Do y'all think Alhambra Chewbacca did it, or she's just trying to take the rap to protect Akbar? Drop that in the comments and let me know what your thoughts are. K. Michelle is watching it. And, you know, she talks about how she was supposed to meet with Akbar about some studio stuff. Now, that had me all confused because I thought Akbar did gym stuff. So, did she mean a gym studio or recording studio? I was a little lost. Clarify for me. But she said it make her want to be nosy. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with being nosy just as long as you own it. It kind of make me want to be nosy, too. Plus, Kay ain't got nothing else to do on the damn show, so she needed a reason to film something. So she finna go ask questions about somebody's business. Quiet as it's kept. Do Kay and Teairra even know each other? They ain't even friends. So I don't even know why Kay got such a vested interest in it. But to each its own. Oh, I want some. I'm finna go to Lovely's. Shouts out to my classmate Rolanda Benjamin. I'm finna go to Lovely's in the city and get me some conch fritters. I mean, some fried conch for lunch today. It just hit me. Rolanda, I'm on the way, child. If you in Miami, check out Lovely's in the city. You will not be disappointed. Lovely's in the city. I'll put the information down, too, in the description box as well. K. Michelle meet with Akbar. You know what? Akbar has been trained by the best when it comes to being a womanizer. The way he knows how to sit down in a woman's face and stare at her with such deep intent and call her name and make her feel special and talk soft. He's a charmer and a con artist and a snake oil salesman, and I wouldn't trust that bitch past how far I could throw him. And I love the fact that K. Michelle was strong enough in her womanhood and in who she is as a person to be like, boy, I see through you. I'm not that girl. I can sit here and flirt with you, but please know that it ain't going beyond a flirt. I don't even like you like that. And she let her know I'm not that girl. The only thing I wanted K. Michelle to do was put a comma after that and say no more. Then put a period. I'm not that girl, comma, no more. Period. Okay, I'm not that girl. You was, bitch. Nevertheless. Hey, Kay. Shun deciding that she didn't want to manage her daughter. Very good choice. You know, I think these momager situations are really good when your kids are super duper young. But you know what? When kids become teenagers and start coming into their 20s and stuff, we've seen through Usher and so many different other people that's the time these kids need their parents the most. When they're navigating hormones, feelings, life, young adulthood, grown adulthood. And you know, and it's just kind of hard because sometimes being a mommy and what a person needs from their mom is counter the best interest of the business. And that's why I think it's just best to separate the two at a certain age. And Shun made a really good executive decision that she don't want her relationship with her daughter to be strained, trying to chase paper when somebody else can manage her and we keep our relationship intact and she can manage other people. Shun decided to manage Apple Watch. I think it can be a worthwhile endeavor. We shall see. Teairra rolls up on Nikki, and Nikki claims that her dad was in the hospital. Nikki, here's the thing. Her dad may have been in the hospital, but that is not why you didn't come support Teairra. You used it as a convenient excuse, and I hope everything is all right with your daddy. But then later in the argument, you reveal yourself, and you like, you know what? I don't want to be caught up in no legal shit. He filing lawsuits. He might file one with me. And you know what? Nikki is in a rock and a hard place because I have been there with a friend riding when people are trying to sue that person and it gets all legal and then you end up getting sued by association. The shit has happened to me 2 or 3 times. I totally get it. And it's a waste of time, energy, and money. And it's like, okay, friend, how can I, like, your friends ain't got to ride with you through every storm. You know what I'm saying? They really don't. They don't. And at the end of the day, as friends, we got to understand that it is human. Self-preservation is human nature. I'm sorry, I'm finna rap with you, but not to the point where I'm finna be getting sued and shit. Like, girl, that's not what we finna do. But if anything, I'm gonna try to convince you of other ways to solve this situation that don't involve us having to spend thousands of dollars on lawyers and shit getting ugly in court. It is not fun being in court and nothing gets resolved quickly. You get a date, 30 days later, they file a continuance, another 30 days, you go to court, that person don't show up, another 30 days. You know, they make a phone call, your lawyer billing you, you make a phone call, your lawyer billing you. It's just, that legal game, it's a waste of time and it fucking sucks. I'm with her for that shit. But I just wish Nicki would have been more forthright and been like, you know, Teairra, I'm down with you, but this shit has gone too far and I'm gonna have to pull back, versus, you know, being slick and trying to play on her intelligence, because it did come off as if you weren't being there for her because you were being ghosted and didn't explain to her why. JayWill and LaBrittany meet. JayWill, I am so disappointed in you because you shaded LaBrittany for no reason. You were like, you know, I kind of have a problem because they compared me to you and, you know, there's no comparison. I'm a better artist, or however you worded it. How is somebody supposed to react when you say that to them? And you could tell that JayWill is a little emotionally immature, because what JayWill is really mad at is the fact that they were not receptive to him performing as JayWill and they wanted Candy. And he's going through a personal battle that I know all so well about trying to get the real you recognized and the character you know, still supported but pushed to the background so the real you could shine. But instead of owning his emotions, sitting in his emotions and really processing why he's really mad, he projected that anger onto LaBrittany and made it about her loyalty or lack thereof. And it's just, you came at her wrong and you are all wrong. I hate that it escalated like that, because you were, and then he says, I just feel like if you were my friend, you wouldn't do it. So because you, and here's the thing, it's not like they did not choose you, JayWill. They absolutely chose you. You chose to walk away from the gig. So you got the job, chose not to do it, and then you want her to walk away? That ain't right. You asking way too much. And I just, you know, let me know if I'm wrong, y'all, but you asking way too much. And I hate that that escalated and it went to her pussy loose, which is such a late tired read. Like the whole slut shaming. Listen, y'all, these are the two most laziest, some of the laziest reads ever. When a woman is arguing with a man, and something with your little dick, so lazy. Or when a woman is arguing with a man and she calls him gay, or say, you know, I heard you was gay, lazy. When a man or another woman is arguing with a woman, your pussy loose, you a hoe, you fuck everybody, lazy. That shit is so lazy. Like and I guess that's why I'm really good at reading, because I just put a little more effort and thought into mine. I don't go to the obvious joke. Like it's just lazy. Moniece in the studio with Rockstar fainting. You know, those panic attacks are real, especially for people who suffer with anxiety and depression. I know I suffer with panic attacks. Mine don't get to the point where I pass out, but my heart does start racing and I start sweating and I feel faint, and I do feel faint at times. But I can most times feel mine coming on in advance, and I can put myself in a situation where if I'm about to faint, I'm safe and secure. It sucks. What I did not like is where the cross between the real and the fake is about to come. Brooke is conveniently in the studio. You can already tell where this storyline is going. Brooke is going to record some vocals next week or 2 weeks later, 3 weeks. The song's going to come out. Moniece is going to be mad. This is supposed to be my song. If you're my friend, how could you do this? Brooke's response is going to be, well, there was 45 minutes left on the studio session. You weren't there. Rockstar just asked me to do a couple riffs. I didn't know that he was going to do this, that, and the third. You know, Brooke, then there's going to be a whole Brooke stole my song situation, and Moniece is going to say something super bad because she's emotionally childish, which is gonna piss Brooke off. So then Brooke is then gonna be like, well, fuck it, you know, I was feeling bad, but bitch, I did it, and I did it better than you. And now Moniece and Brooke, who don't really know each other, are about to be beefing into next season or into the reunion. It's just so predictable and done. And you know, when I just got mad, I had to realize that on the last video and shit, all this season, I've been fussing about Brooke doing music. And hey, God finally gave me what I asked for. She doing music, even if it's stolen music. It's good to see that she's in there flexing her vocals. So if this is what we had to do to get her to sing music, then I guess y'all, I'll go along with it. At any rate, y'all, that is Love and Hip Hop New Los Angeles, LA. From this week, and I'm so sorry, y'all, that I'm late. I got thrown off with my party schedule and my travel schedule, but, you know, I'm here. At any rate, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll call you later, Nessa girl. Bye.